The corporate watchdog is considering an intervention into Australia's buy now, pay later industry. In April 2016, approximately 50,000 transactions were made using Afterpay services. In June last year, that jumped to a massive 1.9 million transactions.
The consumer watchdog is supporting the extension of proposed product intervention powers with the aim of improving customer protection. Figures indicate the majority of Afterpay users are aged between 18 and 34 and earn an average of less than $40,000 per year.
Now, Jared Brodie from the Consumer Action Law Centre joins us now. Morning to you, Jared. For those who might not be familiar, we know Afterpay has been around for a while, but just explain to us how these schemes work.
Well, unfortunately, they can be a case of buy now, pay later. Really, they're available credit options when you go to a store. It might be a retail store or an online store, and they offer you to make repayments, usually fortnightly over a period of time, and they claim that they're interest-free. The problem with these products is that they're not required to abide by the same laws as other lenders like credit card providers or car lenders, who are required to assess whether you can afford a loan, whether it's going to cause you hardship. These providers, really just take advantage of that loophole and make it very convenient for people to sign up to debt.
Sure. Well, they are a credit provider, though, so why are they able to operate outside the accepted and conventional industry norms?
Yeah, that's a really good question. There is a loophole in our law, and the primary reason is that these providers say that they do not impose any interest or fees. Now, they do have late fees, of course. I think actually a quarter of Afterpay's revenue last year did come from late payment fees, which is a big red flag. But in terms of the detail of the law, they sort of evade the way in which the law works by not charging interest like a normal lender.
OK, so this needs to be regulated.
Absolutely. We're calling on a Senate inquiry that exists at the moment that's looking at this sector to really scrutinise them and perhaps extend our existing credit laws to the buy now, pay later sector. These are not just small amounts in sort of, Myer or Kmart where you might see them advertised, but you can get up to $20,000-$30,000 of debt with some of these providers.
Way too much and way easy to get the finance. That's the problem. Now, to be clear, and for people, the younger people that we've seen that use them, so they know the dangers, there is no interest if you pay back on time, but they're extraordinary rates if you don't pay back on time, and that's the real danger. Correct, Jared?
Yeah, that's right. As I said, late fees can really add up, and the research from ASIC showed that 1 in 6 people who had got involved with the buy now, pay later scheme actually suffered some harm, and that included getting late fees or not being able to pay other expenses because of it. It might be the rent, or they had to go and purchase extra credit to make those repayments, and so that can add up.